And a very pleasant good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the second semifinal here at the Teutopolis Class 2A Regional Baseball Tournament. The winner of this upcoming game between the Effingham St. Anthony Bulldogs and the Columbia Eagles will take on the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes on Saturday for the right to go down to the Super Sectional on Monday in Carbondale. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We really do appreciate it. This is a lot of fun here on Wabash Catch TV, our presentation of boys high school baseball. Our next to last game for this school year, as we will be bringing you Saturday morning's sectional final between the Shoes and the Who's, basically, right now. The Shoes and whoever comes out of this ball game. The St. Anthony Bulldogs come in with a record of 21-7. They are averaging around 7 runs per game, 7.3 to be exact, giving up just 3 runs per game. And they will face under Tony Craig, they will face a Columbia Eagles squad coached by Neil O'Donnell. They come in with a record of 17-13 with a scoring average of about 7.1 runs per game. They're giving up 4.3 per game. The Bulldogs come in with a 4-game winning streak, including 4 over Effingham, or 2 games over Effingham with a loss to Effingham before that, and then a win over Paris and a win over Marshall in the regional. That was, by the way, the Paris Regional. St. Anthony beat Paris 10-0. Marshall knocked off Lawrenceville 6-4. And then St. Anthony beat Marshall on Saturday in the final 10-0. We will have our starting lineups head to the first base line. They'll be announced by the public address announcer, then our national anthem, and then we will get underway here for semifinal number 2 in Teutopolis. So first, the visiting St. Anthony Bulldogs. Their starting lineup is as follows. Will Fearday will lead off. He is the catcher today. He will be followed by number 12, Brady Hatton. Brady Hatton, the pitcher today. Brock Fearday, second baseman, will hit third. It is Aiden Laritzen, first baseman, hitting fourth. Number 11 is Henry Brent. He is a center fielder. He'll be followed by Sam Link, number 13. Sam is a third baseman. Alex Meyer will hit seventh. He is the shortstop. He wears number 6. Charlie Spohr wears number 8. He's just a sophomore. He will play left field today. And Vincent Vogel is the designated hitter. He wears number 3. And Xander Beals will play right field. Xander is wearing number 4 today. Again, the Bulldogs, coached by Tony Craig, in with a record of 21-7. The homestanding Columbia Eagles will head and send their players out to the field, as they will be starting. Micah James is shortstop. He wears number 4. Mason Vagley wears number 12. He'll head out to left field. Brody Landgroff is first baseman, number 18. Cash Bailey plays third base. He wears number 27. Number 15 is Will Kleinschmidt. He's a designated hitter for the pitcher, Sam Donald. Sam Donald, 6 feet 9 inches tall and a senior. Number 2 is Logan Bosch. He will catch today for the Eagles. Number 19 is Brady Hemminghouse. He will play right field. Number 14, Sully Bonaldi, will play center field this evening. And rounding out the starting lineup at second base, Andrew Collier, number 3. The Eagles in their black jerseys with blue numerals and white trim. The Bulldogs in their red jerseys. Here is our national anthem. a nice brass band rendition of our national anthem. There we go. The umpires have met with the coaches. They are on the field. They have switched from their places from this afternoon's game. As umpiring at home plate tonight will be Jeremy Currell. He will be joined over at first base by Carl Shreve. And Jim Blade will be in the rocking chair over at third base this evening. He did a fine job in the first game this afternoon. T-Town winning that game, coming back to win that game 7-4. They were behind after the first inning 4-0 or 3-0 and had to come back to they went ahead, took the lead 4-3, and before the Breeze Central Cougars tied them up at 4, and the Shoes scored the final 3 runs of the ball game to win it. Again, starting here, the starting lineup for the Bulldogs. Will Fearday will lead off catching. Brady Hatton will hit second. Brock Fearday in the 3-hole. And cleanup is Aiden Luritzen playing first base tonight. Henry Brent will hit fifth. Sam Link in the 6th spot. Is Alex Meyer at shortstop batting 7th. Charlie Spohr hitting 8th. And Vincent Vogel, designated hitter, will hit 9th. Fearday, Hatton, Fearday, Luritzen, Brent, Link, Meyer, Spohr, and Vogel. For Columbia, in the field, you see the big man on the mound. That is Sam Donald. He is a senior, 6 feet 9 inches tall, 210 pounds. He will be throwing to Logan Bosch behind the plate. Bosch, also a senior, wears number 2. Over at third base, it is Cash Bailey. He's a senior, wears number 27. Shortstop, Micah James, also a senior. Number 3 is Andrew Collier at second base. Brody Landgraf will be over at first. Around the outfield, Mason Vagley in left, Sully Benaldi in center field, and Brady Hemminghouse over in right. We are just about ready to go. First pitch to Will Fearday from Donald, the right-hander, is up high for ball 1. Fearday, the catcher, you don't typically see a ton of catchers in a leadoff spot. He knocks the second pitch out to deep center field, and it gets over the head of the center fielder. Sully Benaldi was kind of loping back on it, and it got over his head. I think the wind might have carried it, or he just misjudged it. Either way, it's a stand-up leadoff double for Will Fearday and the St. Anthony Bulldogs. Bulldogs ranked number 4 in the state on the Max Preps rankings. The Totopolis Wooden Shoes ranked number 2. The Breeze Central Cougars ranked number 14, and these Columbia Eagles ranked number 13 in Max Preps. Curveball from Donald is in for a strike. I don't know how much you folks can take from those rankings. It's all kind of subjective anyway. Going to be decided on the field, that's for sure. As Brady Hatton steps in. Long look there from Sam Donald. He will fire home. Curveball, boy, that comes a long way down. And whenever he throws over the top like that at his height, it's probably coming down from about 8.5 feet. It makes it very difficult to judge coming into the strike zone. Brady Hatton, a lot of trouble with that one. It's 0-2. Hatton with a .417 average for the Bulldogs. St. Anthony in their red jerseys with blue numerals, blue St. Anthony emblazoned across the front of their jerseys. They're wearing the red hats today. Bouncer is going to get through for a base hit over on the left side. Fearday decides to not go anywhere. He's going to stay at second base. So it's 2 hits for the Bulldogs. If nobody out, first and second. Fearday continuing to run for himself, even though he can do the courtesy runner for the catcher. Most teams do, but Fearday an athletic runner. Brock Fearday will step in, left-handed swinger, playing second base today for the Bulldogs. He's got matching batting gloves to his team colors. That is kind of a different blue. Probably difficult to find those gloves. Good work. Wind is blowing out to right. Not quite as hard as earlier today, probably 5 to 10 miles an hour. Brock Fearday at the plate. Good look at Will Fearday, and that ball fouled to the left side, out of play. It's a symmetrical, fair park here at Teutopolis. 315 down the lines, 380 to dead center field where the flag is, and 352 to the power alleys in both right and left fields. Donald takes a while getting the sign. Gets his that kind of time. Occasionally gets a fielder on their heels. Nobody is out. It's 2-1 here on Brock Fearday. Columbia in their black jerseys with dark blue numerals, white trim. Black hats. That ball hit to the second, or the shortstop throw to second in time, to first in time as well. Eagles get the double play. Micah James to Andrew Collier to Brody Landgroff. Very well turned. Yeah, that moves the runner to third with 2 outs. But a much different looking inning now. The old 6-4-3 double play. So here comes Aiden Laritzen. He's hitting 360 on the season. Watches one come in high. He's got a bunch of RBIs. 32 RBIs, 4 home runs. Wow. St. Anthony has 27 home runs as a team in 28 games. That's pretty close to a 1 per game average. Not quite. 2 players with 6 home runs, 3 players with 4. And if you're doing the math with me, that leaves 1 player with 3, Charlie Spohr. Brock Fearday has 6. Brady Hatton has 6. At the plate, though, Aiden Laritzen gets hit by a pitch. And he will head to first base with 2 outs. The runners at first and third. That brings Henry Brent to the plate. He's hitting 326. As a team, the Bulldogs hit 304. There's a bunch of banging on the fence posts and fence rails over there from the team, trying to get their fans and team fired up. They want to hit. They want to take a lead here in the top of the first. Columbia won the toss before the ball game to choose home or away. I don't know if anybody's ever chosen away, but they took home. As Sam Donald fires with a 1-0 count. Little low, ball 2. Laritzen's got pretty solid speed over there at first base. It makes you wonder if he wants to consider running and getting into scoring position. We'll see. We'll watch. 2-0 count, 3-0 count. Donald taking a look down at the landing zone, and he has to step off. He's got he is way behind the hitter at 3-0. Columbia does not want to start by giving up first inning runs. There's 4 balls. And he looked down at the ground again. Inning started with 2 hits in a row, then a double play. A hit by pitch, and now a walk. So up comes Sam Link. Had a chat with his dad before the game. He said, yeah, Dad's coming. So the old dentist is in town. And it's 1-0 on Sam. Bases are loaded for Link. 1-0 count. Nowhere to put him. Finally a strike. Will Fairday over at third. Aiden Luritzen leads off a second. Henry Brent over at first base. The next one is knocked into short center field. Long run in, but an easy play on the can of corn for Sully Benaldi. That will do it for the Bulldogs. They leave 3 on 2 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the first inning. No score.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Welcome back to Teutopolis, the high school, the Class 2A high school sectional semifinal, number 2 between the Columbia Eagles and the St. Anthony Bulldogs. Hitting for Columbia to start things off here in the first inning is Micah James. He'll be followed by Mason Vagley, and then Brody Landgroff. Hitting number 4 will be Cash Bailey. Will Kleinschmidt plays DH. He'll be hitting 5th. Logan Bosch is hitting 6th tonight, catching. Brady Hemminghouse will hit 7th, playing right field. So center fielder Sully Benaldi will hit 8th, and Andrew Collier in the 9-hole. James Vagley Landgraf, Bailey Kleinschmidt Bosch, Hemminghouse, Benaldi, and Collier. They are facing a St. Anthony Bulldogs defense led on the mound by Brady Hatton. He's a senior right-hander, wears number 12. He's throwing to Will Fearday behind the plate, the catcher, also a senior. Over at third base is Sam Link, wears number 13. Shortstop, just a sophomore, Alex Mayer. Brock Fearday is a senior at second base. He's out on the grass. And Aiden Luritzen, a junior, playing first. All underclassmen in the outfield. Charlie Spohr, a sophomore in left field. Henry Brent, a junior in center. And Xander Beals, a junior in right. The next is Steve Reich, 3 looking. James thought it was ball 4 or 3. And either way, it's out number 1.
Was that count 3-2 or 2-2?
Is that 3-2 or 2? 3-2 or 2-2? First pitch is ball one to Mason Vagley. He swings through strike one. Left-handed swinger. And he pokes that one foul down the left field line. A lot of fans down there on that left field bleachers. That was kind of half empty with the Teutopolis game earlier, but boy, it's pretty much full right now of Effingham fans. A lot of the blue jerseys, the light blue jerseys, and red jerseys. Columbia wears light blue usually as well. They maybe have switched a little darker. They've been Columbia blue on some of their uniforms, but this is a darker blue here for the Columbia Eagles. Long drive over here for them. I believe that'd be St. Clair County. Right next to the river, though. They are just across the I-255 bridge from South St. Louis. Arnold, Missouri, that area. Beautiful area when the trees are in bloom and fully leafed. 1-2 on Vagley. He watches ball two come in. Jeremy Curl umpired behind the plate a couple of times last week in South Central in the Ken Mundy Regional. And he watches another one come in low. That's full count. Did a nice job both games that he umpired. And he watches ball four come into Vagley. Vagley gets off the hook. He was 1-2 and takes 3 balls in a row to be the first base runner for the Eagles. Lights not yet taking effect here in Teutopolis, but they will here shortly. They are on. Brody Landgraf, first baseman, stands in. Left-handed swinger, watches a curveball way up high. Monroe? So they're south of Madison. Okay. I didn't realize they were that far south. Okay, I'll buy that. They probably had about a 2-hour drive to here. Or right there about. 2-1 as Brady Hatton finally finds the strike zone again. It'd been a little while. 6 pitches or 5 pitches in a row outside the zone. That one is popped into center field, jogging back, making the turn, and awaiting it is Henry Brent for out number 2. So up comes Cash Bailey, third baseman. It's the first inning. Throw over, boy, they had him close. As Mason Vagley may be a step too far off. Do have a score from the Altamont sectional. KZ Westfield defeated Nokomis this afternoon 13-5. They will advance to the final against the winner of South Central and Pawnee. That game probably underway now. That ball is popped out of play to the right side. Kind of keeping an eye on DuQuoin as, well, they changed who was going to play first. West Frankfort beat Pinckneyville 2-1. They probably are both over, but they just haven't put the DuQuoin score up. A bouncer gets through Micah James, gets through Alex Mayer, and it'll go first to third for Mason Vagley. I don't know if he got a hand on it. What are we calling that? E6 the call. Vaguely goes from first to third. As that just chewed up Alex Mayer. So a little bit of a troubling situation here for Brady Hatton. He faces Will Kleinschmidt, the designated hitter. Number 15. He swings the first thing he sees and fouls it against the netting above home plate. Logan Bosch, the catcher, is on deck for the Eagles, who have a good threat going here. Curveball did not come down. Hatton takes his time. 1-1 on the hitter, Kleinschmidt. And that one is just a smidge high. Makes it a 2-1 count. The next to Kleinschmidt is outside, ball 3. 3-1. They both pitchers probably thinking this is kind of a small strike zone. Ball 4. And Hatton is frustrated. He's calling his catcher out there, especially with a man on second base. He wants to make sure the signals are right, but I think he's just wanting a break. He thought that a couple of those pitches to Kleinschmidt were strikes, did not get the call. That loads the bases now for Logan Bosch, the catcher. And St. Anthony coaches recognize the frustration as well and want to go out and have a talk with Mr. Hatton. We talked in that first game today about how quick you can pull a pitcher, as Davin Werman quite wild in the first inning or two this afternoon. He settled down for a good solid 3 or 4 innings after the first 2. And the Bulldogs want Hatton to do the same thing. First pitch out of the zone to Logan Bosch. Haven't seen Will Fearday holding on to the ball extra long or anything. He doesn't want to get on umpire's bad side. That ball fouled to the right side, gets out, and the bases remain loaded with a 1-1 count here on Logan Bosch. 2 walks along with an error. 2 outs to Bosch. Curveball comes across the plate for strike 2. That's the one he's been looking for. He's thrown that about 3 or 4 times in this first inning, and he finally gets the one to cross the plate. 1-2 the count to Bosch. Got another one to cross the plate. Bosch swings and saves himself. That was going to be strike 3. As Hatton just patiently working his way back into it. 1-2 the count with 2 outs. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. The Eagles, the home team tonight. They will be batting second in each inning as that ball's fouled back. Neil O'Donnell, the head coach of Columbia. They're in with a 17-13 record. Against the Bulldog squad under Tony Craik with a 21-7 record. One and two the count. In the dirt, ball 2. A long first inning continues. This game started right around 7-11. And we're already at about 25 minutes for this first inning with no runs scored. Timeout taken by the hitter Logan Bosch. You can't blame teams for taking their time wanting to get things right, that's for sure. As that one is popped out of play to the right side, the Bulldogs give a run and a look at it, but Luritzen and Beals let that one go. 2-2 the count remains. Here to Logan Bosch. Next one is fouled back again. They are making Brady Hatton work. We'll catch up on his pitch count after this inning, but he's got to be into his 20s, I'd think. Well into his 20s. Even though nobody has scored. The catcher, Bosch, waits. Curveball low for ball 3. So, with a full count, 2 outs, runners will be going. They'll be off with the pitch. What can Logan Bosch do? Next pitch swung on and missed. Strike 3, and that'll do it for Columbia. They leave the bases juiced on no hits. We'll head to the top of the second inning, no score.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too.
An online banking, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree.
Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
So as we get set for inning number 2, the right-hander Sam Donald heads back to the mound. He will face the numbers 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Bulldogs. Alex Mayer hits 7th. He'll be followed by Charlie Spohr. And Vincent Vogel will hit 9th. If anybody gets on, we'll move back around to the top of the lineup, Will Fairday. Both teams left the bases loaded in the first inning. Nobody scored. That's a bit unusual, as the Bulldogs had a couple of hits, a couple of walks, or a walk and a hit by pitch, and couldn't get a run across. Mayer comes in hitting .286. He has 24 hits in 84 at-bats. And he's looking at a 3-0 count. Make that 4-0. He'll head to first base. Second walk of the day issued by Donald. He did also hit a batter earlier. As Charlie Spohr takes a peek over to the third base coaching box. See what Coach Craig wants him to do. That went in the dirt. So Donald's still looking for a strike here in inning number 2. 5 balls in a row. Charlie Spohr probably going to be waiting for a strike before he swings. Third baseman, they're in at the corner. Says, well, he proves me wrong. Knocks that one out to right field. Tough one. It is gathered in. Nice play by Andrew Collier coming from his second base position to catch the pop-up. That's the first out. A lot of old-timey baseball people would say the guy hasn't thrown a strike yet. What are you doing swinging? Well, he wanted to hit. He wanted that. He wanted that pitch. Looking for his pitch, and that was it. Just didn't work out. That ball gets away, and it's going to send the runner to second base on a wild pitch. Mayer heads up at second. Nine to 2. Thank you. Wonder why it's in that one, but not in their just the scores page. So, on the other side, DuQuoin and West Frankfort advance to Saturday. The winner of that sectional plays the winner of this sectional in the super sectional next week. They started earlier today. So it's DuQuoin and West Frankfort on Saturday. Here, it's the topless versus the winner of this game. Man on second with one out. Bunt is rolled down the left side foul. Vincent Vogel at the plate, designated hitter. Where's number 3? Looks at a 1-2 count. Long look in from Sam Donald. Now Pierce back at second. Throws home way low. Ball gets away. Runner heads to third. And with one out, now might be the bunt situation. We'll see. As Meyer has taken second and third via wild pitches. As that one almost got away from Logan Bosch. It's a full count here to Vogel. Vogel hitting .230 on the year. Hits for Xander Beals, who's hitting a .176. And he had his, I guess he got the bat pulled back. He had turned to bunt, got the bat back, and takes ball 4. So first and third, and Neil O'Donnell wants to talk to his pitcher, who through the first 9 batters has walked 3 and hit 1 with a pitch. Also given up 2 hits. He is fortunate that his defense gave him a double play back in the first inning after the first two hitters got base hits for St. Anthony. Back in that first inning, then Brock Fearday hit into a 6-4-3 double play, and Will Fearday ended up stranded at third. Right now, it's back to the top of the lineup. Will Fearday, followed by Brady Hatton, Brock Fearday. Now with 1 out and runners at first and third. It's a very dangerous spot. The committee meeting on the mound is broken up. Here comes Will Fearday. He opened the game with a double over the head of the center fielder, Sully Benaldi. Ended up getting stranded at third. In at the corners, and he has the bunt sign going. The ball gets away. And that's ball one. I guess he got the bat back. Logan Boss changes the defensive call now that it's runners on second and third. And with a wide open stance, Will Fearday is ready to bat. He steps in as the pitch comes in. And watches ball two. 2 hits in the first inning for St. Anthony, 2 walks here in this second inning for the Bulldogs. They've got runners at second and third. Swing and a miss. A lot of heat on that one from Donald. He just blew that one right past Will Fearday. I don't think that probably happens all that often. Fearday hitting .395. 34 for 86. He has 6 home runs, a triple, and 7 doubles. He bounces that one through the right side into right field. Both runs will come in. It's 2-0 St. Anthony. That one off the glove of Landgraf. And unable to get it was Andrew Collier. Landgraf was playing so deep in, that just chewed him up. So 2-run score with the help of a wild pitch or two. Vogel comes in and Mayer comes in. It's 2-0 Bulldogs. Awaiting the official scores indication on that one. Single. Is that what you said? Single. I would agree. I agree. Throw down to second. He's safe. Slid around the tag. So a stolen base for Fearday. Single because of such smoke on that ball. It hit it hard. So, runner in scoring position for Brady Hatton, the pitcher. 1-1 the count on the senior. And that one down low. Donald having a heck of a time adjusting his pitching. Winner here gets the shoes on Saturday. Loser's done for the year. Down low again. When you're bringing it from that high to that low, sometimes you just approximate where the zone is. Last two have been kind of like that. Shadows all the way across the field now. There's a strike. It is a full count with 1 out on Brady Hatton. He peeked back at Fearday. He bounces it to the right side. Throw is to first from Collier and nearly draws the first baseman off. All the way around from second base. Will Fearday comes around to score on the infield putout. It was a tough throw. Great stretch by Landgraf to get it. They get the second out, but Landgraf a little bit slow to get up. And Fearday never stopped running. And all of a sudden it's 3-0 lead for St. Anthony. How often do you see a run score from second on a grounder to second base. That's aggression right there. 0-1 the count with 2 outs to Brock Fearday. Fearday ground into a double play back in the first inning. That hit, by the way, earlier from Will Fearday, the first hit of this inning. And there's the second as Brock Fearday puts it out to left field. He'll end up standing on first base. Inning started with a walk to Alex Mayer. He took second on a wild pitch. A ground out or pop out to Charlie Spohr. And Mayer takes third on a wild pitch. Vincent Vogel with a walk. Steals second base on that same second wild pitch. As that one is bounced to Collier. Throws to first in time. And the Bulldogs pick up 3 runs on 2 hits. We'll head to the bottom of the second inning. It's 3-0 St. Anthony.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance.
Welcome back, folks, here to inning number 2 for the Eagles. It's their 7, 8, and 9 hitters coming up. Brady Hemminghouse, followed by Sully Benaldi and Andrew Collier. There has been discussion in the booth, and there's been a scoring alteration from the first inning. The run for Will Fearday comes in on an error by the third baseman for first baseman, E3. That's what got me to say 3. E3 to bring Fearday home from third, as he picked up an extra base. The error is from the extra base picked up by the runner. So there you have it. There was an error in that second inning, as Hemminghouse knocks it to a base hit into left field. Gathered in by Charlie Spohr. It's the first hit of the day for the Eagles. Folks were wondering what Brady Hatton was going to do in this second inning after being staked to a 3-run lead. Usually you like to see your pitcher come in and take advantage of his lead and put the other hitters on their heels and get your fielders back in the dugout in a hurry. Not so this inning. Bouncer down the left side is foul. Right in front of Kenny Hildebrand. Kenny Hildebrand on the third base camera. Steve Jordan over at the first base camera. Abby Springmeyer keeping the pretty pictures coming to you. Taking care of the graphics, doing a great job. And the instant replays coming from Ty Landreth. My name is Bruce Dickey. Appreciate y'all tuning in here to Wabash Catch TV's continuing coverage of high school baseball this spring. We have one game remaining following today. On Saturday morning, we'll be back here in Teutopolis for the sectional championship between the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes and the winner of this contest. Out of the zone, ball 4. Hatton not helping himself. Hemminghouse will take off to second base, and Benaldi heads to first. Brady Hatton with 3 walks to the first 8 hitters. Pitched around an error in the first, left the bases loaded. And that ball is popped up fair, and it'll stay fair. Throw to second is in time. So the bunt successful, partially. Moves Hemminghouse to third. It'll be a fielder's choice, though, instead of a sacrifice, as Benaldi is out at second base. First out of the inning. And Collier at first. Top of the order, Micah James. He struck out looking back in the first. And he knocks that one deep into left center. On the run, it is caught by the left fielder, Charlie Spohr, and the first run of the game comes in on the sacrifice fly. First run of the game for Columbia comes in on the sacrifice fly from Micah James. F7 on the putout. Boy, those two outfielders were chasing each other. Fortunate there wasn't a collision. So it is 3-1 as the runner goes and the ball gets away. It'll be a stolen base for Collier. Mason vaguely hitting. He walked back in the first inning, was stranded at third base. He's got a runner in scoring position now, though. And that one up and out of the zone. Well, I mentioned that 3 out of the 4 teams shut out all of their opponents or both of their opponents in the regional. 2 of them are in this game. Nobody's getting shut out today, are they? Swing and a miss. Strike 2. One and 2 the count. Runner on second for Vagley. Hatton peeks at him twice. Throws home. In the dirt. Makes it a 2-2 count. 2-run lead for the Bulldogs. And it remains 2 as Vagley strikes out to end the inning. But the Eagles do pick up a run on a sacrifice fly. It had a base hit. We'll head to the top of the third inning. It is 3-1 Bulldogs.
We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Le Mans Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Le Mans always inspects your battery and
Through 2 innings, I don't think we're going to get a pitcher to go all the way. Through 2 innings, Donald has thrown 47 pitches. And Brady Hatton, through 2, has thrown 53 pitches as we're set to get underway here in inning number 3. That's a lot of pitches. Might see a bunch of pitchers today. It is Henry Brent up for the Bulldogs. He'll be followed by Sam Link. Anybody gets on, they're probably Alex Mayer, and then if anybody gets on, it looks like somebody's about to get on. Over the head of Benaldi, a stand-up double to lead off inning number 3 for Henry Brent. Sam Link up next, then it will be Alex Mayer and Charlie Spohr. Donald gives up a leadoff double for the second time tonight. First time it didn't score. We'll see what happens here in this 3rd inning, as the Bulldogs picked up all 3 of their runs in the 2nd inning. That was on some wildness, a couple of walks, a couple of hits. A bunt to the right side is foul. Couple of walks, a couple of hits, and an error brought that run in, the final run in of the 3rd inning for St. Anthony. Link flew out to center field back in the 1st inning. And he turns squares to bunt again. Brings the bat back, watches ball 1. Across the plate. Lights beginning to take effect. Still a little bit of dusk light, but not so much. Donald throws home. That one is to the right side. Is it going to it's foul territory? And the Eagles try to run it down, but it gets into the batting cage. Batting cage on the right-hand side. Batting cage on the left-hand side. One and two the count to Sam Link. As Logan Bosch gives instructions to his defenders. The catcher's in charge. 1 and 2 the count. Nobody out. Man on second. That was Henry Brent on a stand-up double and try and protect the plate. Sam Link can't reach strike 3. That is the first strikeout of the game for Sam Donald. And it will bring up Alex Mayer. Way down low. Ball bounces to the third base side. And unable to come up with Logan Bosch. He looked like he was going to have a chance at third. Cash Bailey went over there and was ready to take the throw, and Bosch may have injured his wrist trying to come up with that, as he is standing there pretty gingerly, holding his left wrist. So, with a runner now at third base and a 1-0 count with just one out, Alex Mayer has a man in scoring position. He can add to the 2-run lead. That one way up high. Mayer ducks under it. Two and 0 count. 3-0 count. Donald is just having a devil of a time with that mound. His plant foot is coming down awkwardly. He keeps looking down. He's done it a few times, and his catcher's going to go out and talk to him about it. Not much Logan Bosch can do about it, but other than to try to calm his pitcher down, he's overthrowing a little bit. But that's his push foot, and he just didn't liking how it's landing, I guess. Or he didn't liking how his front foot is landing, because that's what, but he was looking at his push foot at that time. Three and 0 the count here on Alex Mayer. And Sam Donald's frustrated. Squaring to bunt. He brings it back. There's ball 4. They throw down to, fake the throw down to third. Three wild pitches so far for Donald. Unless I've missed some. I might have. I don't think I have. One out here for Charlie Spohr. He popped up to second base back in the second inning. And watches ball 1 come in low again. There are worse things if you're going to be out of the strike zone. Folks, there are worse things than being out of the strike zone low. Sure, you're going to walk some people, but better than being out of the strike zone high, where you might have one placed onto Route 40. Swing and a miss. Strike 1, 1-1. You throw some high cheese up there just above the strike zone, somebody who somebody's eyes might turn into $50 and swing from their heels and hit it over to the printing company. 1-1 the count. Runners at first and third. Ball gets away, and that will send Mayer down to second base. So it's second and third now. Brent reached on a double. Took third on a wild pitch. Mayer now at second base on a wild pitch. There's 4. 2-1 the count. Logan Bosch having a devil of a time keeping up with Sam Donald. 3-1 the count. Will Charlie Spohr try to wait him out? Open first base. He swings at that one, and it gets through the shortstop. A 1-run scores. Throw home. Here comes the second. He is safe at the plate. Looked like the ball beat him. But a great slide from Alex Mayer. And taking second, Charlie Spohr. That is such aggression. E6 on the initial play. And the Bulldogs now lead 5-1. As Neil O'Donnell's going to go out and talk to his pitching staff and his defense again. A little bit late. Now, granted, Micah James was playing in on the grass a little bit, but he should have had that. They're going to pull Sam Donald down by 4 runs here in the third. We'll take a break while we'll see who's going to come in to pitch back here to the second semifinal at the topless Class 2A sectional after these.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Left-hander into the game. In comes little Jackie Sunday, Jack Schontag. He is a 6'1", 160-pound senior. Left-hander. He comes into a situation with a man at second base and 1 out. As the 5 runs scored belong to Sam Donald, the one runner at second does as well, Charlie Spohr. And that will bring up Vincent Vogel. We'll wrap up the book here on Sam Donald in a bit. He gave up 5 hits, 4 walks, 1 strikeout, 4 wild pitches. That hurt him because he was moving Bulldog runners all over the base paths. And they've been aggressive. They have been doubly aggressive. 5-1 the score, and that ball inside, throw down to second. They got him. Charlie Spohr too far off the base, caught stealing, 2-6 for the second out. That was a great throw by Logan Bosch. I'm pretty sure it didn't look like Spohr ever got back to the base. Vincent Vogel no longer faking the bunt with nobody on. As Schontag throws pretty hard. Left-hander peeks at his defense. About a 3/4 delivery. That one out of the zone. It's 3-1. We're in the top of the third inning. Bulldogs with a 5-1 lead. That ball knocked into a short center field. A couple steps in, few steps back. For Sully, Benaldi will do it. But the Bulldogs do come up with two more on a double and a walk, an error. We'll head to the the bottom of the third inning. It's 5-1 St. Anthony.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Close the book on Sam Donald. He goes 2 1/3. Strikes out 1, had 4 walks, gave up 5 hits, 5 runs, 4 of which are earned. 4 wild pitches, 1 hit by pitch. As Brady Hatton heads back to the mound for his third inning of work for the Eagles, for the St. Anthony Bulldogs. He will face the 3, 4, and 5 hitters of the Columbia Eagles. Brody Landgraf, Cash Bailey, and Will Kleinschmidt. Anybody gets on, we'll see Logan Bosch. Hatton has given up 1 run on 1 hit today. He did leave the bases loaded back in the first inning. The Eagles loading him up without the benefit of a hit. A couple of walks and an error. The run was scored in the second after a leadoff single, a walk, fielder's choice, and a sacrifice. Sacrifice fly brought in that first run, the only run so far for Columbia. We're in the bottom of the third inning. St. Anthony leads by 4. Stinger off the glove of the first baseman, and safe at first is Landgraf as Laritzen, difficulty handling it. Errors on both sides, adding up. So, with a man on first, Cash Bailey heads to the plate. He reached on an error himself back in the first inning. And he pokes that one into deep right center on the run. That's going to get down and roll to the wall. Landgraf heads around the third. He takes the big turn. He's going to try to score. Throw home is in time. Throw to third. Not in time. But a triple. A triple and a great throw from center. And Landgraf is out trying to sneak a run. Well, Bailey, you could give a double, taking third on the throw, but I'm going to go ahead and give him, let's give him a double. I already marked it 3, but I'm going to give him a double. As Landgraf out on the throw. I believe that was from the relay man, wasn't it? From Fear Day. Yeah, it was 8-4-2 on the putout. I'm talking to myself, folks. Don't worry about it. 8-4-2 on the putout for the first out of the inning. So Will Kleinschmidt at the plate. And the Eagles still looking for that elusive second run. With one out and a man at third. Hatton has given up 2 hits now. And he walks Kleinschmidt. Come on, Blue, say the St. Anthony fans. Yay, say the Columbia fans. It's first and third with one out. And the number 6 hitter, Logan Bosch, heading to the plate. Will Fearday gives the defensive signals. And that would bring third base in. Bouncer to second. Perfect double play ball. To second for the first out. To first. Got them both. Out number 2 and out number 3. Perfect double play ball for the Bulldogs to handle. So the Eagles with a double and an error and a double leave a man. We'll head to the top of the 4th inning. It remains 5-1 St. Anthony.
At your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville, you can count on experts to have the solutions to keep you running on the road or in the field. More than just your car, the Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville carry a large inventory of Napa products for farms, heavy trucks, and just about everything that moves. Experienced associates understand your needs and are ready to help with the perfect part at a great value. That's Napa Know-How at your locally owned Napa Auto Parts stores in Flora and Louisville.
Why are more people heating their homes with FS Propane? Because it's better to work with a company that lives and works in the same community that you do. This is Aaron Cummins, your local Clay County FS Propane specialist with South Central FS. South Central is a 9-county cooperative with highly trained employees that are dedicated to providing our residential, commercial, and agricultural customers a safe and reliable propane supply. Contact your local South Central FS Propane specialist or visit us online at southcentralfs.com.
Top of inning number 4. Winner gets T-Town on Saturday. Loser is done for the year. It will be Will Fearday to lead things off here in this 4th inning. Followed by Brady Hatton, Brock Fearday, and then Aiden Laritzen, if anybody gets on. Jack Schontag back to the mound. He came in and put out the fire in the top of the third inning. Even though the Bulldogs did pick up a couple of runs, he came in with one out, and immediately Logan Bosch threw out Charlie Spohr. And then Vincent Vogel made an out to end that inning. As Will Fearday in a hole now at 1-2. Bulldogs with 3 in the second, 2 in the third. That ball knocked into a right field or the right side, and it's unassisted for first baseman Brody Landgraf. My lights are out. So here comes Brady Hatton with an out here in the fourth. Schontag, a left-hander, senior, starts off with a ball out of the zone, swing and a miss for a strike one, or fouled that off, I guess. That ball knocked through the left side for a base hit for Hatton. His second hit of the night. He's 2 for 3 now. And with one out, that'll bring up Brock Fearday. One out and a man on first. Fearday ground into a double play back in the first inning and then hit a single in inning number 2. We are in inning number 4. But you know, the Bulldogs would like to pour on a few more runs. As looked like Brock Fearday wanted to hit about a 6-run grand slam with that swing. 0-1 to count. The lefty on lefty here. Outside checking to see if Brady Hatton is going to try to take 2. Bulldogs have been very aggressive on the base pass. I wouldn't be terrifically surprised if he did try to take second base. 2-1 is the count with 1 out. No runner. 3-1. Curl has been nothing if not consistent behind the plate. He's got a tight strike zone. That ball knocked into center field on the run. It's going to get over the head and over the wall. Home run for Brock Fearday. And that's the thing about these Bulldogs. They have such power. They can knock one out of the park at seemingly any time. A 2-run jack for Brock Fearday makes the score 7-1. And that was pretty close to the deepest part of the park, right at our center field camera. That might have come back into camera frame. It was pretty close to it. And that will bring up Aiden Luritzen with 1 out. Bases cleared now. And it's 7-1. 6-run lead for the Bulldogs. We're in the top of the 4th inning. Columbia trying to avoid a long, dreary drive home. They're going to need to turn things around, and that right soon. Seven to 1. Luritzen swings and fouls that one down the right side. Luritzen comes in 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch back in the first, stranded at second base. And he knocks that one out into right field. That's going to get down for a hit. And the Bulldogs beginning to solve the Eagles. Three in the second, two in the third, two so far here in the fourth. And with one out, here comes Henry Brent. Lefty swinger as well. First hitter of this inning made an out. Followed by a base hit by Brady Hatton. And then a deep home run for Brock Fearday. You put it over center field here in this park, you're pumped up. Home run number 28 for the Bulldogs. That ball deep into center field. Play is made by Benaldi. So now with two outs, here comes Sam Link. He watches strike one come past Link. 0 for 2 so far today. Bounces that one too short. Nice pluck throw across is offline. And it'll be safe on an error from the shortstop. Offline and short. So Link reaches. And Laritzen running with the contact ends up at third. So, Shontag having to deal with errors behind him. It's the third error of the day for Columbia. That's just a kind of a product of the pressure that the Bulldogs will put on you. They make your fielders field for sure. They make your catchers throw everybody out. Pressure all the time. That pitch high out of the zone. Meyer has walked twice and scored 2 runs. He's having a productive evening without a hit. And he's on the road to his third walk. Shontag has a long way to go to get him. Strike one. He's a third of the way there. Charlie Spore's on deck. The next to Mayer. Ball 4. His third walk. Now if the pattern holds up, he comes around from third base to score. Or probably from first base to score here in this inning. He has walked and scored twice. This time he's walked. Charlie Spore to the plate. He reached on an error his last time up and then was caught stealing. First time up, he popped up to the second baseman. He is the 8th hitter this inning. Bases are loaded. 2 runs have scored. Laritzen over at third. Link at second. Mayer at first. Sporer in a 0-2 hole. Make that 0-3. He strikes out. That will end the inning, but 2 runs come in on the long home run from Brock Fearday. As the Bulldogs pick up a couple of runs on 3 hits, we'll head to the bottom of the 4th inning. It is 7-1 in favor of St. Anthony.
For nearly 40 years, family-owned Little Egypt Golf Cars has been dedicated to serving Southern Illinois' golf and utility car needs. We have a brand new state-of-the-art facility located along I-57 in Salem. Our interactive showroom displays all of the latest accessories and vehicle designs. We offer new and used vehicle sales, a full parts and service department, and a rental fleet of over 600 vehicles. Whether it's riding in style on the course, cruising with the family, or having a rugged vehicle on the job site, we have you covered. Proudly serving Illinois and Missouri with 3 locations.
Take a trip to Old Mexico with the whole family without ever leaving Southern Illinois. It's La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. La Fuente's authentic Mexican cuisine will delight every appetite, from sizzling fajitas to tasty tacos to the best burritos this side of the Rio Grande. La Fuente Mexican Restaurants in Fairfield, Flora, and Mount Vernon. When the game's on, Catch TV is where you go. The best of local high school sports and community events. And now, Catch TV has even more. Tune in for fresh, exciting daytime shows, all shot locally, right here at the Wabash Catch TV studios. Go to wabash.net or give us a call to find out how you can become a Catch TV subscriber for just $15 a month. Catch the action.
Spooky skeleton getting thrown there on tie. Look out. 7-1 the lead for 7-1 the lead for St. Anthony as Hatton heads back to the mound. He's given up 1 run on 2 hits, a double and a single. Left the bases loaded in the first inning on no hits. Brady Hemminghouse at the plate. Swings at strike 2. He's in the hole. Sully Benaldi on deck. It is Andrew Collier in the hole as that one's fouled away. And if anybody gets on, we'll see Micah James. Columbia needs some base runners. They picked up their run in the second. And they've had a few base runners via walks as Hatton has had control issues. Again, he's only given up the 2 hits, but he got saved by a good double play back in that last inning as that one is poked into right field. Tough play, and he makes the play out in right field. What a nice job by Xander Beals. Take a look at that replay of him coming down and gathering that and coming up with it. How about that? F9. Or L9 probably. Liner. Sully Benaldi to the plate. Benaldi walked back in the second inning. And he's looking at a 1-1 count now. Don't forget, folks, we'll be here on Saturday morning. Probably take to the TV around, take to the fiber around 10 till 10. As Teutopolis will face the winner of this contest for the sectional championship and the right to go to Carbondale. I believe that super sectional game is Monday. I've said that a couple of times. That ball fouled out of play. Yeah, it is Monday. Is the super sectional down in Carbondale. It will be at 7 p.m. down there. Class 1A will also be at Carbondale that day, as that one's up and out of the zone, full count. That'll also be at Carbondale that day at 4 p.m. So make your plans accordingly. Swing and a miss for Benaldi. He's 0 for 1 now. As much like the first game, a wild pitcher for the wild pitcher for the team in the lead, beginning to get a rhythm. The bouncer too short, nice pluck. Throw across is in time, and that will do it as a nice play for Alex Mayer. We'll head to the top of the 5th inning. Score is 7-1 in favor of St. Anthony.
Briscoe Surplus Sales on the northeast edge of Flora is your one-stop do-it-all shop. Looking for rugged boots and footwear from great brands like Lacrosse, Rocky, and Carolina? They're there. How about top-notch small engine parts and service? Briscoe Surplus Sales has it. Whether you're wiring your switches or switching your wiring, Briscoe Surplus Sales has the solution and the know-how to help you get the job done right the first time. Briscoe Surplus Sales, your one-stop do-it-all shop. Having car trouble, need a tow, or just some routine maintenance? Butcher Automotive in Louisville has you covered. Locally owned and operated, Butcher Automotive offers complete vehicle repair services along with tire sales and wheel alignment. They're your local Hankook tire and interstate battery dealer. Butcher Automotive offers free local pickup and delivery so your car can be repaired while you're at work or at home. Butcher strives to treat everyone's vehicle as their own. At Butcher Automotive, they don't want you to give them your business, they want to earn it.
Top of inning number 5, it'll be Vincent Vogel. Then it'll turn back to the top of the lineup, Will Fearday and Brady Hatton. Anybody gets on, we'll see Brock Fearday. Again, Brock Fearday knocked that ball a ton. Tried to knock our camera off out there in center field. Just missed. Sean Tagg remains on the mound. He came in the 3rd inning. After Sam Donald started, Donald gave up 5 runs, 4 of which were earned. Those last 2 all belonged to Schontag. Schoentag. Schoentag. I believe that's Sunday in German. Jack Schoentag. Vogel at the plate, walked and scored in the 2nd. Struck out in the 3rd. He was the only Bulldog that didn't get a chance to bat in that 2-run 4th inning. He was waiting on deck when Charlie Spohr struck out. Strike on the outside corner. 1-1. A bunt. He goes down a bunt straight down the 3rd baseline. Butt foul. Looked like it might have a chance to stay in, but the Teutopolis lawnmowers have been here recently, and the field not holding that thing up. There were some complaints last week, I heard, from the depth of the grass at Ken Mundy, where we were for the Ken Mundy South Central Regional. Yes, there were. Some folks thought that grass was a little deeper than it ought to have been. Or at least some folks didn't make a adjustment for it. As Vogel strikes out, a little bit. Will Fearday will come up. He's got a couple of hits. Put out last inning on a grounder to first base, but Scored a run back in the second. A double stranded over at third in the first. Singled and scored in the second. Stole a base, reached and scored on the error by the first baseman. Scored from second on a infield grounder. You don't see that every day. And that's what Will Fearday did. The second baseman took the grounder, threw to first base, pulled the first baseman off the bag, but he kept his foot on the bag. He fell to the ground, though, and by the time he got up and realized he had a runner going home, he got it home too late, and Fearday scored. He comes up with one out here in the top of the fifth inning. Way low. He takes 4 in a row outside the strike zone. Not sure it behooves the Eagles to walk people in front of the middle of this lineup. Here comes Brady Hatton. Right-handed swinger, takes ball one high. Schoentag having a little difficulty finding the plate right now. It's 5 in a row outside the zone. Hello, car driving by honking. Hope you're having a good time. Must be a Bulldogs fan. 1-1. Finally one inside the zone. Hatton with a single his last time up. He's 2 for 3. Singled in the first. Was erased in the double play. He's the one who grounded to the second baseman back when Will Fearday scored from second on that grounder. That was him. As the baseball knocked into the train. I wonder if that's going to St. Louis. May have lost a baseball there. Train's going by, and Brady Hatton just poked it out there. Goodbye, baseball. Next pitch is swung on and missed. Strikeout for Hatton. That's 2 outs now. And here comes Brock Fearday. Fearday with a home run in his last at bat. A little bit of opposite field. Not too much opposite field. It was pretty much center. He's got a man in front of him at second base, Will Fearday. Stole that base on the strikeout. They fake the throw back to second. There wasn't anybody there to catch it. Two outs. 7-1 lead for St. Anthony. And you can bet Schoentag will be careful with Brock Fearday. See, he's probably hurt his neck trying to watch that last one go. Fearday looking to pull that one. Missed it. He's looking at a 1-1 count. We're in the top of the fifth inning. 6-run lead for St. Anthony. They had 3 in the second, 2 in the third, and 2 in the fourth. They lead 7-1. 6-run lead. Outside. Ball 3. 3-1. Ball 4. So with 2 outs, here comes Aiden Laritzen. He had a base hit last time up. He He reached on being hit by a pitch back in the first inning and then grounded to second base in the second to end that second inning. Singled after the home run in the in the fourth, and stands up there now with a runner at second base in scoring position. 0-1. Throwback, fake throwback to second again. Nobody back there to cover. Micah James from his shortstop was kind of moving that way, but he's also kind of moving the other way. They throw back behind him now. Oh, my heavens. Micah James with a snow cone catch to keep that one from going into center field. And I got to tell you, Will Fearday is having some fun freaking out the defenders for Columbia. He has been on. He has been a pest. He has been causing real problems for the Columbia defense. He stands out off of second base right now. Logan Bosch is not going to be very friendly to him after the game. Three and one the count here on Luritzen. He fouls that one aside. So with 2 outs, it's 3-2. The runners will go. There they go. Way up high. That may score Hatton again. We'll see. He holds up at third. And the bases are loaded. Oh, Fearday, pardon me. Fearday in front, not Hatton. My bad. I've been saying he was being a pest. Had the wrong guy. Sorry about that. As Brock Fearday at second base. Luritzen on first now. Neil O'Donnell comes out to talk to his defense. And we'll see if Schontag stays in the game. They're talking off the mound. You usually don't see the pitcher off the mound in these conversations, but I guess he wanted to meet his coach and chat with him before he made any decisions. 2 outs, and Schontag will stay in. Fearday heads back to first. Fearday heads to third. Fearday heads to second. Luritzen heads to first. Henry Brent heads to the plate. Nowhere to put him. Sam Link on deck. Brent comes in hitting .326. He does have 4 home runs, but no grand slams. No one with any grand slams for the Bulldogs this year. At least not, they didn't get them in the book. 0-1 the count. Next one is popped foul, going to get out of play. A lot of room here at Teutopolis in foul territory. Lots and lots of room in foul territory, but not enough to keep that one in. 0-2 the count. 2 outs. 6th hitter of the inning at the plate. Nobody has scored. Schontag fires. And Luritzen barely able to hold off of swinging at that one. It was too far outside. I don't think he'd had a chance to touch it. And as it is, He's up there with a 1-2 count now. Stays alive with a foul back. Schontag piling up the pitches. Doesn't matter now, though. They need outs, and they need to turn around and get some base runners and runs themselves. Most importantly, now they need outs. It's 2-2 on Henry Brent. Sam Link on deck. And he swings and misses. Strike three. That'll do it for the Bulldogs. They leave the bases loaded on 3 walks. And we'll head to the bottom of the 5th inning. It is 7-1 St. Anthony.
This is Christy, inviting you to wrap yourself in lasting luxury at Carnaby Square. We specialize in one-on-one customer service, high quality, head-turning, on-trend fashions, footwear, accessories, and a complete line of Brighton leather goods and jewelry. If you want to nix fast fashion and invest in a true-to-size, ethically manufactured wardrobe that you'll wear for years, it's time to treat yourself at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
For service beyond the surface, call Carter Trucking in Fairfield. Carter's trucks are ready to haul your big freight and grain. So whatever you call Jeremy Carter, the Mucho Mulcho Man, the driveway doctor, the gravel guru, the pothole pirate, the rockin' redneck, the smooth operator, the mudhole master, or the happy hauler, just call him. 842-2022 to haul your big freight, grain, and more with trucks from Carter Trucking, Williamson Drive in Fairfield.
At Clay City Banking Company, we're all on the same team, regardless of zip code. At home, work, school, or across the country, you can be part of our team with our cutting-edge mobile banking products. From your hand, you can check balances, transfer money, make deposits, and pay bills. Looking for a loan? We've got you covered with our mortgage, agriculture, commercial, and consumer loans. Join our team today. Clay City, Flora, Louisville, and Fairfield Banking Companies. We're the hometown banks, member FDIC, and equal housing lender.
Bottom of inning number 5 for the Columbia Eagles. They'll send the top of the lineup to the plate. Micah James, Mason Vagley, as that one's bounced back to the pitcher, but foul off of the foot of the hitter, or off his leg. Micah James, Mason Vagley, Brody Landgraf, and then Cash Bailey if anybody gets on. Hatton on the mound started the game. He's given up 2 hits, 1 run. He is about 82 or 3 pitches in now. So with 9 outs to get, probably not enough pitches to finish it himself, but woo, say the St. A fans. They thought that curveball creeped back in. It did not. Their opinions do not count. Swing and a miss, and caught by the catcher, held on. That's strike 3 to Micah James. So here comes Mason Vagley. He walked in the first, was stranded at third base, struck out to end the second. So he's 0 for 1. That strikeout was number 5 for Brady Hatton. Neither pitchers with a ton of strikeouts, neither the starters with a ton of strikeouts, but Schontag has struck out the last 4 outs he's been able to get, have been via strikeouts. They've just had walks in between them. 3-1 the count here on Vagley. That ball knocked into right field, backing up but making the play with plenty of room, Xander Beals. And there's a fired up Bulldog fan over there. Mrs. Beals. Up steps Brody Landgraf. With 2 outs. Hatton has gotten in a rhythm. Hasn't given up a hit since the 3rd. We're in the bottom of the 5th. He's only given up 2 hits today. That ball, make that 3 hits. Ladies and gentlemen, there's no such thing as an announcer's curse. As that goes to the wall, Landgraf will cruise into second place with a 2-out double. And that is what the Eagles need. Get some base runners. 3rd hit of the night. Bailey follows here. He had a double his last time up. Took 3rd on the attempt to score. As Landgraf was thrown out at home trying to score from first. Back in the 3rd inning. Bailey with an opportunity here. Pick up the 2nd run of the game for the Eagles. They throw back to second. Sticking close enough. It was Brody Landgraf. Bailey reached on an error back in the 1st and had a double in the 3rd. Pops that one foul out of play. It's 1-1. Columbia in with a record of 17-13. Looking for win number 18. They have work to do. St. Anthony in with a record of 21-7, looking for win number 22. And whoever wins gets a pass to the Sweet 16 of Class 2A baseball, where they will face Teutopolis on Saturday to get to the Elite Eight. That ball fouled down the right side, heading down there. It is playable, and the catch is made by Aiden Loritzen. That will do it for the bottom of the 5th. We'll head to the top of the 6th inning. St. Anthony leading the Columbia Eagles by 6, 7-1.
If you're looking for a loan for your brand new home, call Clay County State Bank. If you want to transfer money so your future will look sunny, call Clay County State Bank. We got checking and savings and bill pay too. An online bank, just ask our crew. For all your banking needs, we think you will agree. Clay County State Bank is the place you need to be. Clay County State Bank.
Clay County Hospital is your life-saving connection. We have spent our lives preparing for when you need us. Quality professional care right at home. Our team will support you and your family so you never feel alone. We will make you feel welcome whether you need care, are visiting a loved one, or seeking employment. Clay County Hospital. Professional care, compassionate hearts.
New pitcher for Columbia, Eli Simmons heads to the mound. He's a sophomore. Wears number 10, 5 feet 10 inches tall, 150 pounds. He replaces Jack Schontag. Schontag went 2 2/3 innings. He walked 4. struck out 5 and gave up 3 hits, including the long ball hit in the 4th inning by Brock Fearday. Sam Link will face Mr. Simmons to lead off. Link followed by Mayer. Charlie Spohr, anybody gets on, we'll see Vincent Vogel. So Sam Donald went 2 1/3, gave up 5 runs, 4 earned. Schontag went 2 2/3, gave up 2 runs, both earned. 8 hits total by the Bulldogs. As the Link finds himself in an 0-2 hole. St. Anthony with a 6-run lead. Of course, they're going to try to have good at-bats and get hits and stuff, but they probably just like to get to the defensive part of the inning and get some outs as that one is popped up. And fair, off the ground at fair, and the throw out at first is in time. Nice play by the catcher, Logan Bosch. As that bounced off the plate high into the air, he made the play and throws out Sam Link. 2-3 in your book. They'll bring up Alex Mayer. He's 0 for 0. Has no at-bats today. Has walked 3 times, scored 2 runs. That's a good, clean, fun day right there. He's seen 1, right? See, guys, 3 at-bats. He's seen 12 balls and now 2 strikes. To 13 balls and 2 strikes. Looking to start a rally here for the Bulldogs. They lead by 6 runs. You'll always take more insurance, but I've always kind of figured the psychological factor is 4 runs. Whenever somebody can catch you with 1 swing of the bat, that's like a little psychological boundary that teams keep in the back of their mind. May not keep it in the front of their mind, but it's subconsciously it's there. And with the Bulldogs up by 6, that probably gives them a little thought of cruise control. Swing and a foul. Mayer looking for his first hit of the day. The Bulldogs in their red jerseys with blue numerals. St. Anthony across their front. And Columbia in their black jerseys tonight with blue numerals. Black hats, white pants. That is knocked too short. Nice play, but a tough throw. Is it in time? It is not. Micah James went deep into the hole to get to it. Tough throw across. Landgraf tried to stretch out and get it, but couldn't get it reach in time. 1B? Base hit? Yeah. Base hit, says the official score. First pitch is the line to second, throw to first. Gets away. And that will send Mayer to second base. As it looked like Collier might get Mayer at first, but the ball gets away and Mayer heads to second. E4 on the throw, giving the extra base to Mayer. And he is in scoring position now for Vincent Vogel with 2 outs. That is error number 1, 2, 3, 4 for the Eagles tonight. A bouncing bunt down the left side. Throw to first in time. That's bunting for a hit right there and almost got it done. But Vogel is out on a great play by third baseman Cash Bailey. We will head to the bottom of the sixth inning. It is 7-1 St. Anthony.
Tomorrow. Some fear the uncertainty it brings. Some trust the promise it holds. At Grinnell Mutual, we are always looking forward to tomorrow, growing and innovating. So even if the plans you have for the future aren't the same as the plans that the future holds for you, you can be ready. Because we'll be ready, like we have been for over 100 years. Trust in that. Trust in tomorrow. Talk to your mutual agent today.
Your local agent is on the square. Louisville, Clay County Farmers Mutual Insurance. We like technology at Flora Savings Bank. Here's what you can accomplish in our mobile banking app in less than 30 seconds. See account balances in your transactions, set up an account alert, make a transfer between accounts, get an alert text message about your transfer, pay a bill, turn your debit card off and then back on. It all happens in the palm of your hand with our free My Bank to Go app. Search My Bank to Go in the App Store or Google Play and give mobile banking a try. Flora Savings Bank, member FDIC and equal housing lender.
We head to the bottom of the sixth inning. Columbia needs runs. They need base runners. They need runs. As Hatton heads back to the mound, he's given up a run on 3 hits. He has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strikeouts. He will face Will Kleinschmidt, followed by Logan Bosch. Brady Hemminghouse, if anybody gets on, we'll see Sully Benaldi. Eagles want a bunch of guys getting on. They don't care how. Doesn't have to be hits, doesn't have to be errors, doesn't have to be walks. They just got to get on. Maybe the catcher stick his glove out there and get caught in a swing or something. They don't care. They just want base runners. Kleinschmidt has reached twice. He's been a base runner twice as he's walked 2 times. Looking at the Hatton appearance, that's granted he's only given up 3 hits, but all those walks have they haven't hurt him, but he has given up more walks than I think he'd be comfortable with. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 walks in 5 innings. Able to pitch around a couple of walks in that first. A couple of walks and an error. As that pitch just inside. 2-2 the count to Kleinschmidt. He watches ball 3 zip past. And pops that one out of play, foul. Again, thanks to all of all you folks for tuning in tonight. Thanks for all of our sponsors for bringing you Wabash Catch TV baseball. Without those folks, we wouldn't be here. And there is ball 4. If you are interested in becoming a sponsor for next year, by all means, give us a call at Wabash in Louisville. 618-665-3311. Ask for either Jansen or Bruce, and somebody will be able to help you out. Hatton fires that one. It's knocked out into right field. It is a fair ball, and it'll be a single. So, first 2 hitters are on here in the bottom of the 6th. That'll bring up Brady Hemminghouse. And Coach Tony Craik heads out, and he is going to replace his pitcher, it looks like to me. I think he's already taken the baseball from Hatton. He sure has. We'll see who he's going to call in as we're in the bottom of the 6th inning with nobody out, 2 men on for Columbia. Back after these.
When you want hometown work ethic and customer first service and you need the best insurance at a good price, think The Insurance Place in Iuka. With over 15 years of experience, Jamie Butts offers the best in home, auto, commercial, farm, and Medicare supplement insurance. The Insurance Place handles a variety of companies and provides the flexibility that only an independent agent can deliver. Plus, bundled pricing saves you so much more. It's The Insurance Place at the Ice Cream Corner on Route 50.
When you want an honest deal and hometown service without the runaround, go to Lamont Chevrolet Chrysler in Fairfield. Let Gabe McGahey, Sheldon Bunning, Jeff Black, Dennis Downs, Matthew Rogers, or Caleb Dunn score the best deal for you on your next new or pre-owned vehicle. Parts and service departments with factory-trained technicians and express lane and state-of-the-art tire and alignment technology. Lamont always inspects your battery, antifreeze, wipers, and tires for free. We want you prepared for the open road ahead. Open 24/7 at LeMansOnline.com. You'll like the way we do business.
Going beyond the expected. It's what they do at Pekin Insurance, and it's been their way of doing business since 1921. It's service that goes the extra mile, and product that provides the flexibility to meet all of today's insurance needs and tomorrow's as well. Stop by and see the agents at North Wayne Insurance Agency in downtown Flora and Sisney. They will provide the financial protection and peace of mind that you need and deserve. North Wayne Insurance in Pekin, beyond the expected.
Do you bowl like this? That's great. Do you bowl like this? That's great too. That's because whether you're a pro or you just want to have a lot of fun, at Peggle's Silver Dollar Lanes, we have a lane for you. We have galaxy bowling, gaming for kids and adults, Joe's Pizza, a full bar, darts, pool, and fresh and clean bowling shoes. Boy, does that smell nice. So come on down to Peggle Silver Dollar Lanes in Effingham, where we have a lane for you.
So Aiden Laritzen comes in from first base to pitch with nobody out. Runners on first and second for Columbia. Big chance for the Eagles here. Brady Hemminghouse heads to the plate. Hatton stays in the game, heads over to third base, where he and first base basically, where he and Laritzen basically trading spots. Laritzen comes in with a 3.5 ERA. He's thrown 16 innings this year. 16 strikeouts in 16 innings. That's pretty salty. And he peers back, throws home. Little high ball one, strike one. Hemminghouse, Benaldi, and Collier due up here for the Eagles. They're trying to carve into that 6-run lead. I mentioned the psychological barrier of 4 runs. It would make Columbia feel much better if they get a couple here. At least 2. Coach O'Donnell's over there at third base getting ready to send Kleinschmidt around. 3-1 the count. The next from Laritzen is fouled away. Full count now. Hatton went 5+, 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, gave up 4 hits, and 1 earned run with the 2 runners on base belonging to him. That ball knocked into deep left center field. That's going to get down, and it's going to get to the wall. 1 run is in. Here comes Logan Bosch. They're going to hold up. They're going to hold Bosch, so 1 run gets in. That's Kleinschmidt, and that'll make it 7-2 with still nobody out. And Hemminghouse in with a run-scoring double. Dalton Fitzgerald will check in to run for Hemminghouse, courtesy runner. And up steps Sully Benaldi, looking for his first hit. He's 0 for 1. He did walk back in the second. It is Fitzgerald, Dalton Fitzgerald at second base. 6. Timeout called. Loritzen trying to put out the fire. Still nobody out. Swing and a miss. Strike one. St. Anthony up by 5, but two big runners are sitting out there at second and third. And another swing and a miss for Benaldi. Struck out his last time up. He does not want to do that now. Andrew Collier is on deck. The ball is fouled down the right side. Well, it's going to stay in play. Play is made in fair territory by Hatton at first base. And that is a big first out. So here comes Andrew Collier. He's 0 for 2, ground into a fielder's choice, followed by a ground out too short. He's up with 1 out. Runners remain on second and third. No opportunity to come in on the catch. Seven to 2, the lead for St. Anthony. Our camera folks have put the jackets on. It must be getting a little chillier here at game time this morning or this afternoon. It was 70 degrees. And right now it is swing and a miss, strike 2. 62 degrees. Wind has pretty much died down, but the chilly air temperature beginning to take effect on the fans. 1-2 the count. Loritzen would love a strikeout. Curveball inside, ball 2. Collier, a senior, and he watches ball 3 go past. With only 1 out, do the runners maybe think about starting? I would say no, but certainly not the third base runner. We'll see. 1 run is already in. Bosch at third, Hemminghouse at second. As that ball is knocked to second base, the throw is to first for the out. The run scores. It is 7-3. And 4-3 on the putout for the second out. Bulldogs happy to pick up an out, trade a run for an out. Right now, if they traded a run for every out they got, they'd be tied. So they don't want to trade that many runs for outs. Curveball comes back in a little high. Ball 1 to Micah James. Leadoff hitter. And there's a strike. 7-3 is the score. A man on third. Brody Hemminghouse. Inside. Ball 2. Teutopolis won game 1, 7-4. Bulldogs lead this one 7-3. Teutopolis will host the sectional championship on Saturday against the winner of this game. Fouled back by James. Full count. And it's popped into short center field on the run. The play is made by Henry Brent. That will do it for the Eagles, but they do pick up a couple of runs on a walk and a hit. A walk and 2 hits. They leave a man at third. We'll head to the top of the 7th inning. It is St. Anthony 7, Columbia 3.
My grandfather, Carol Rush, opened Rush Appliance in October of 1949. This is Sean Rush, and I am driven by the same determination and commitment to quality that set us on the road to success. A lot has changed in the appliance industry since 1949, but at Rush Appliance, we're doing everything we can to remain trusted, strong, and competitive. We are extremely proud of our roots, and we look forward to providing you with quality and service at Rush Appliance and Furniture Company in downtown Fairfield.
My name is Robin Stanford. I own Stanford Marketing. It's a promotional products business along with an embroidery business. And we do custom hats, t-shirts, anything, you name it, we can make it. People like that we do stuff in-house and we can actually make things here and that we're not contracting the work out to other places. We never say no. We always try to find a way to do it. If anybody can do it, we can do it. We are hardworking women, that is for sure. Come to Stanford Marketing in Flora for all your custom and promotional needs.
Give me order lumber. Doors, paint, windows, electrical, plumbing, and much more. Oh yeah, give me all your guns too.
John Lucas.
What?
You better be dreaming about all the stuff we sell here at Zink Building Center.
Oh, I would. Zink Building Center in Louisville on Route 45. It's a cool place.
So Will Fearday heads to the plate. I was mentioning how he has been a pain in the neck for the Eagles. He's got 2 hits, also a putout. He's 2 for 3 with a walk and has scored a run. He'll be followed by Brady Hatton, Brock Fearday, and Aiden Luritzen, and that right soon as he strikes out quickly. So here comes Hatton. Eli Simmons is just a sophomore. This is his 2nd inning of work, and he has pitched nicely. He gave up a hit back in the 6th. But that was it. And that was an infield hit. Hatton, Brock Fearday, Luritzen for the Bulldogs. They're looking for insurance. They're up by 4. Swing and a miss from Hatton. Hatton pitched a solid 5 innings. Finished the book on him, though. He gives up 3 runs. All 3 are earned. 5 strikeouts, 5 walks, 4 hits, and 3 earned runs for Brady Hatton. As the 2 he left did come around to score. Full count, he takes his base. So here comes Brock Fearday. He's already got a home run today. Do we dare ask for 2? With a 1 out and a man on, he swings at the first pitch he sees and pokes it out to the right side. Inside, tight. We're in the top of the 7th inning. The St. Anthony Bulldogs, the number 1 seed in their subsectional. The visiting team here today has home and visitor are determined by a flip of the coin. One and 2, make it 2 and 2 here on Brock Fearday. The big slugger for the Bulldogs. Watches ball 3 zip past. And as I've been saying nice things about Eli Simmons, he's about to walk his 2nd hitter in a row. Timeout is taken. Full count with 1 out. Hatton wouldn't run, will he? And Fearday fouls that one off. Long day of baseball with 1 inning to go. Maybe. Here. As Totopolis won game 1, 7-4. Bouncer up the gut, gets through for a base hit. Hatton will stop at 2nd base. And Brock Fearday capping off an outstanding day at the plate with another base hit. His 3rd of the day. He's 3 for 4 with a home run. Probably take that any day. That brings up Aiden Laritzen with 1 out. Simmons trying to complete his 2nd inning of work with nothing across. He's got his work cut out for him now. Henry Brent is on deck for the Bulldogs. First pitch is in for a strike. Curveball came back in from the left-hander. That's a pretty pitch. Way outside. And that one did come back in again. He's got that curveball to work a couple of times. It's got Laritzen kind of tangled up without swinging. He thought both of those were going to be inside balls 1 and 3. Make it 1 and 2 now. There's ball 2. Hatton leading off of 2nd base. Trying to create havoc As Micah James tries to get behind him, they throw home. The ball is up the middle. Chance for a double play. Throw to first. In time, and that is a double play. The Eagles are coming up. Bottom of the 7th inning. They need 4 to tie, 5 to win. We'll be back. See what they can do back after these.
It is all things new at Zimdar's Heating, Air Conditioning, and Appliance Repair. We have a new line of heating and cooling equipment and new technicians. Our new equipment line offers 24 months free financing and excellent warranty coverage. Our experienced service technicians can provide you with quality service and repairs on all brands of HVAC equipment. Zimdar's has been serving Clay County and the surrounding areas for over 23 years. The employees of Zimdar's are here to help, so call local and call Zimdar's.
When a Fairfield fire truck needs a repair, Cam's there to keep things rolling. And as part of the volunteer fire department, Justin's looking out for Cam and all of Fairfield. Everyone supports each other, and Wayne White Electric Cooperative supports them all, with safe, reliable power for every one of our members. It's why REMCs exist, and together, it all works.
Back to the mound heads Aiden Loritzen to try to end this one for the Bulldogs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Bulldogs with 7 runs, 10 hits. They've left 12 on base. And Columbia looking for base runners. They will have the 2, 3, and 4 hitters coming up, as Loritzen came into about 2 hitters into the third hitter into the 6th inning. 2 inherited runners did score, but he's trying to finish off things here for Brady Hatton, get him a win. And it will be Mason Vagley to lead things off. He starts off with a strike. Vaguely having a tough day at the plate. Starts off with strike 2. He is 0 for 2 with a walk. Columbia with 4 errors on the day. They aren't going to like looking at that in the stat sheet. They currently have 3 runs on... Well, I didn't fill in that last inning. And Steve Reich 3 looking for Bagley. Ouch. Loritzen getting into the hang of things now. In steps Brody Landgraf. He flew out to center back in the first, reached on an error in the third, was stranded at third base, and then doubled back in the 5th. Was stranded out there at second. As Loritzen zeroing in on the plate. That ball fouled out of play. Columbia down to their final 2 outs. They're 17 and 13, looking for win number 18. St. Anthony looking for win number 22. Timeout taken by Landgraf. Wisely. If you don't like what's going on, just get out of there. Chance to redo it. 1-2. Down in the dirt. 2-2. Hey, thanks again to Abby Springmeyer and Ty Landreth out in the truck, finishing a long day. And Kenny Hildebrand and Steve Jordan out on the camera crews. Appreciate those folks. Think they're all going to be here on Saturday again, or at least some of them. I'll be here Saturday morning. We'll probably start the broadcast about 10 minutes till 10 o'clock for the sectional championship game between Teutopolis and the winner of this contest. Swing and a miss. Got him. Strikeout number 2 for Luritzen. And that will bring the final hope to the plate, the cleanup man, Cash Bailey. Needed some base runners in front of him. Have not been there. First pitch to him is inside. Luritzen just mowing down the Eagles here in this 7th inning. The next inside to Bailey. Makes it 2-1. St. Anthony trying to get back to state. And they will check. He did not swing. The catcher has to request the check of the home plate umpire. The home plate umpire does not have to request the check, but he does, out of courtesy most of the time. Swing and a miss. Nipper. Full count. Down to their last strike. Here come the Eagles. A bouncer to a second base. There's the grab. The throw to first. In time. That will do it. It's the St. Anthony Bulldogs knocking off the Eagles from Columbia by a final score of 7-3. Eagles finished with 3 runs on 5 hits. They had 4 errors, 6 hitters left on base. For the St. Anthony Bulldogs, it was 7 runs on 10 hits. They had 2 errors and 12 hitters left on base. The Bulldogs will improve to 22-7, while the Eagles fall and complete their season at 17-14. Big night of baseball for the St. Anthony Bulldogs and the Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. They'll be facing each other on Saturday morning in the sectional championship. We will be here. Expect the broadcast to begin right around 10 minutes till 10 o'clock on Saturday morning. We appreciate you all tuning in here today. Winning pitcher today for St. Anthony, going 5+ innings, was Brady Hatton. He gave up all 5 runs. He gave up all 3 runs on 4 hits, 5 strikeouts, as well as 5 walks. And then Aiden Luritzen came in, finished the last 2 innings. He had a couple of strikeouts to go along with giving up 1 hit, as the Bulldogs win it here today. Losing pitcher for the Eagles was Sam Donald. He went 2 1/3, gave up 5 runs on 5 hits, 4 of those earned, 4 runs earned. Jack Shontag gave up 2 runs in 2.2 innings, 2 2/3 innings. But the win goes to the St. Anthony Bulldogs. That's just about going to do it for us, folks, here today. We do appreciate you all tuning in. We will see you all on Saturday for the sectional championship contest between the number 1 St. Anthony Bulldogs and the number 2 in the subsectional Teutopolis Wooden Shoes. For all of us at Wabash Catch TV, My name is Bruce Dickey, reminding you the final scores of both games on the evening. This afternoon, Teutopolis defeated Breeze Central 7-4. And this evening, it was St. Anthony over Columbia 7-3. So long from Teutopolis.